back for another lesson today. Again, we are using our Bibles. As you can see, this is the Bible that we are using at our church. We are not affiliated with the people who wrote this Bible, but this is the Bible that we are using. And today we lit the next Advent candle, which is the candle of peace. And I thought that there was a passage of scripture in this little children's Bible that is Psalm 23 in a regular Bible, but in this Bible it's called The Lord is My Shepherd, and it's on page 190. And I'd like for you all to pause the video and read that with your parents or by yourself, and then come back to the video. Now that you're back, we can talk about this. This is such a great little poem, which is what it is in the Bible. And it was written originally in another language other than English. And so it doesn't have the rhyming that it did or that it does in the original Hebrew, which is the language that it was written in. But it still is so lovely. The words are just so lovely, and it talks about peace above all things. And we know that God is always guiding us and directing our steps, and that God is always taking care of us. And I think that's one of the things that is so important for us, is that we know that God is there with us, and that God can guide us and show us the way for our lives. So since I have shared that story with you from the Bible, I want to read a quote to you. And a quote is something that someone else said. And I got it from this book, and it's words of Mother Teresa. And you may have heard of Mother Teresa, who is a nun, or was a nun, who passed away, but she was very caring and very outgoing toward the poor. And she had this to say about peace. Peace and war begin at home. If we truly want peace in the world, let us begin by loving one another in our own families. If we want to spread joy, we need for every family to have joy. Now that's something that's kind of interesting, is it? How many of you have brothers and sisters? I have 2 brothers. Yeah, and I can tell you right now that we did not always get along. We love each other now, but we disagreed on certain things. And there were certain things that we would do to each other that wasn't very kind. And now that we're grown up, we are more conscientious and more aware that we are different, and we love each other in spite of that. And I know that you all have brothers and sisters too, don't you? And if you don't have a brother or sister, maybe you don't always get along with your mom and dad, or maybe you don't always get along with a friend at school. I'm sure there's somebody out there that you may not always be at peace with. And one of the things that this passage, and I think the quote that I read for today, is calling us to do, is to love one another and to build peace at home. So if there's something that you know that you should be doing, or maybe shouldn't be doing, you need to take care of that, because peace begins at home, here in our hearts and in our families, in our own homes. And I'm going to challenge you this week to do whatever you can to help your family be a little bit more at peace. I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye.